High blood pressure, often referred to as the silent killer, is one of the most underestimated health risks in the world. Many people walk around with elevated blood pressure for years without realizing it, as it usually develops without obvious pain or immediate warning signs. However, your body does give subtle signals, and paying attention to these can save your life. The danger lies in the fact that hypertension slowly damages arteries, the heart, kidneys, and even the brain, creating long-term complications like heart attack, stroke, and kidney disease. Recognizing the signs that often go unnoticed is therefore crucial for prevention and early treatment. Let's explore the most important symptoms that should never be ignored. One of the earliest and most overlooked signs of high blood pressure is persistent headaches, especially in the morning. These headaches are often described as throbbing or pressure-like, and may be accompanied by dizziness or a sense of heaviness in the head. While headaches can come from many causes, when they occur frequently and with no clear explanation, they may be a red flag of elevated blood pressure. This happens because increased pressure inside the arteries affects the brain's blood vessels, leading to discomfort. Ignoring this sign allows silent damage to continue, raising risks over time. Another sign to watch out for is blurred or double vision. Hypertension affects the delicate blood vessels in the eyes, sometimes causing hypertensive retinopathy. When pressure rises, these small vessels can become strained or even damaged, resulting in visual disturbances. People may notice difficulty focusing, seeing spots, or a sudden decrease in clarity. Vision problems can seem minor or temporary, but they should never be taken lightly when combined with other risk factors. High blood pressure left uncontrolled can ultimately lead to permanent vision loss. Shortness of breath is also a potential indicator of elevated blood pressure. When the heart is forced to pump against resistance in the arteries, it becomes overworked. Over time, this can lead to left ventricular hypertrophy, a condition where the heart muscle thickens. As a result, the heart struggles to supply enough blood and oxygen throughout the body, leaving individuals breathless during simple activities. If climbing stairs or walking short distances leaves you unusually winded, it may be a sign your cardiovascular system is under strain. This symptom often precedes more serious events like heart failure if left untreated. Chest pain or pressure is another warning signal. Hypertension increases the workload on the heart, and over time arteries can stiffen or develop blockages. This restricts blood flow to the heart muscle, leading to angina. While chest pain can be caused by anxiety, indigestion, or muscle strain, it should never be dismissed, especially when recurring or triggered by exertion. Combined with other signs of high blood pressure, chest pain is an urgent call to seek medical attention. Frequent nosebleeds may also indicate uncontrolled blood pressure. Although not every nosebleed is caused by hypertension, repeated episodes, especially when severe, can be linked to vascular fragility in the nasal passages due to high pressure. If nosebleeds are accompanied by headaches, dizziness, or vision changes, it's a strong signal to get blood pressure checked immediately. Perhaps one of the most subtle but important signs is cognitive changes, difficulty concentrating, confusion, or memory problems. Hypertension impairs blood flow to the brain and, over time, increases the risk of mild cognitive impairment or even dementia. If you or someone you know experiences mental fog without an obvious reason, it may not just be stress or fatigue. It could be a sign of long-standing high blood pressure. Other potential signals include irregular heartbeat, constant fatigue, ringing in the ears, tinnitus, or a pulsating sound in the head or neck. While each of these symptoms alone may not definitively mean high blood pressure, together they paint a picture of a body under strain. The key is not to ignore these warnings, but to see them as messages urging you to take action. The danger with high blood pressure is its deceptive silence. It rarely announces itself with dramatic symptoms until severe damage has already been done. That's why routine blood pressure checks are critical, especially for adults over 30 or anyone with risk factors like obesity, smoking, poor diet, or family history of hypertension. Prevention is always easier than treatment. Lifestyle changes such as reducing salt intake, exercising regularly, managing stress, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol play a huge role in keeping blood pressure under control. In some cases, medication prescribed by a doctor becomes necessary to prevent further harm. By listening to these subtle signs, headaches, vision problems, breathlessness, chest discomfort, nosebleeds, or cognitive changes, you give yourself the chance to detect hypertension early and protect your long-term health. Remember, ignoring them doesn't make the danger disappear. It only allows it to grow silently in the background. High blood pressure is manageable, but only if it's recognized and treated in time. Stay alert, stay informed, and never underestimate the power of prevention when it comes to your heart and life. High blood pressure does not always manifest in dramatic ways, but the long-term effects of ignoring its signals can be devastating. Understanding the silent damage it causes is as important as recognizing the outward signs. Hypertension silently stiffens arteries, narrows blood vessels, and forces the heart to work harder every day. This constant strain gradually weakens the cardiovascular system and affects organs that rely on steady blood flow. When left unchecked, it increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, and even vision loss. That is why awareness of both the visible symptoms and the hidden dangers is essential for maintaining overall health. One overlooked sign is swelling in the legs, ankles, or feet. This can occur when high blood pressure damages the kidneys or affects heart function. Fluid begins to build up in the body because the circulatory system struggles to manage the pressure load. Edema should not be dismissed as merely fatigue or standing too long. Persistent swelling may signal hypertension-related complications that need urgent attention. Similarly, nighttime urination or waking frequently to urinate can be another indirect signal of elevated blood pressure and early kidney stress. Another subtle indicator is persistent fatigue. Many people with hypertension describe feeling constantly tired, even after adequate rest. The reason lies in the body's constant effort to compensate for increased pressure in the arteries. The heart and other organs work harder, depleting energy reserves and reducing oxygen supply to tissues. This chronic fatigue is often brushed aside as stress or lifestyle-related exhaustion, but in reality, it can be a silent warning of high blood pressure's toll on the body. Mood changes, anxiety, and irritability may also be linked to hypertension. When blood pressure disrupts the brain's circulation, it can influence mental health, leading to emotional instability. Studies suggest a correlation between high blood pressure and an increased risk of depression and anxiety. Though these symptoms may appear psychological, they often have a physiological trigger rooted in cardiovascular strain. Mental well-being is deeply connected to physical health, and hypertension demonstrates this connection clearly. Tinnitus, or ringing in the ears, is another symptom that many dismiss as harmless. However, high blood pressure increases turbulence in blood flow, which may cause individuals to hear a pulsing or ringing sound. When persistent, this symptom can serve as a valuable clue that blood pressure levels are not within a safe range. Left unaddressed, the strain can contribute to long-term hearing difficulties or worsen underlying vascular issues. Numbness or tingling in the hands, arms, or legs may occur due to impaired blood flow or nerve stress caused by hypertension. These sensations are often temporary but should not be ignored if they become frequent. They signal that circulation is compromised, and immediate evaluation is necessary to rule out hypertension-related nerve and vascular damage. Another critical yet often ignored sign is difficulty sleeping. Insomnia, frequent waking, or restless nights may result from high blood pressure disrupting the nervous system and body's natural rhythms. Sleep apnea, in particular, has a strong connection with hypertension. Individuals who snore heavily, gasp for air at night, or feel excessively tired during the day may unknowingly be suffering from both sleep apnea and high blood pressure. This dangerous combination drastically increases cardiovascular risks. The body is remarkably skilled at giving warnings, but it is equally skilled at masking them when we choose to ignore them. High blood pressure's most dangerous feature is not its presence but our inattention. People often wait until symptoms are unbearable, but by then, damage to the arteries, heart, or brain may already be advanced. Regular monitoring therefore becomes the first line of defense. Blood pressure can be measured easily at home with digital devices or at routine medical checkups, offering a quick insight into your cardiovascular health. Prevention is always more powerful than emergency treatment. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and low sodium supports healthier arteries. Regular physical activity strengthens the heart and improves circulation, reducing pressure over time. Stress management techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, or even daily walks in nature help keep the nervous system calm, lowering blood pressure naturally. Quitting smoking and limiting alcohol intake further protect the cardiovascular system from strain. When lifestyle changes are not enough, modern medicine offers effective treatments, but they work best when combined with a proactive approach to healthy living. Ultimately, recognizing and respecting the body's signals is the most powerful step anyone can take against hypertension. Headaches, Vision changes, breathlessness, chest discomfort, swelling, fatigue, ringing in the ears, mood shifts, or sleep problems are not random occurrences. They are messages, subtle reminders that the body needs balance. Listening to them can mean the difference between silent damage and early intervention. High blood pressure may be a silent killer, but with awareness and action, it can be controlled and prevented. The key lies in vigilance, discipline, and valuing health before crisis strikes. Protecting your heart and arteries today ensures not only longer life, but also a better quality of life tomorrow.